Good, whatever time of day you're watching this. A few announcements before we get started. One is that the Nerd³ channel is having a major overhaul and has rebooted and is very nice and shiny. He's now got his videos up in 4K, which is very, very nice. If you've never been over there, now is the time to go over there and see what he's doing, because it's a bit strange. Also, I did a video with Ashens on Ashens' channel. I'll link all this stuff in the description so you can go and see that thing. And then Jim Sterling spoke about that video I did with Ashens on his channel. And, well, things got weird on that one. A little strange as well. Anyway, here's the thing where I show you around my house. Enjoy. Today is the hottest day of the year so far. It is 33 degrees centigrade, which is 794 degrees Fahrenheit. And England hasn't quite yet invented the air conditioner, so I'd quite like to do an edited video that I can do a bit sort of faster than normal. So I've decided to show off a settlement I've been working on for about sort of 16 hours for now. I think that's how long I've been spending on this throughout the course of the last 3 weeks or so. But first, you need to see it before. This is Dalton Farms. It's in Far Harbour. It's right at the north here, just north of Odyssey Day Spa. Right at the north. This is Dalton Farms. It's one of the first places you'll find when you hit Far Harbour. And I decided to try and build something that looked a little bit different. Something that's a bit more, well, less linear. I mean, when you build something, when you build a settlement, they all tend to be big squares. And even if you sort of arrange the big squares, you know, nicely in cut corners and stuff, it still looks like kind of big squares. So I wanted to make something look a bit more cobbled together. So this, especially if you catch it from this side, especially in this light, looks a lot more...
I never met someone who did the captain's dance before.
Yeah. Like, you'd never met someone... No, that's probably... Why would you even say that? No, it looks a lot more sort of desert-basy kind of thing. You know. Ooh, Ash Ketchum's coming after us. Yeah, Pokemon Go is huge in the world of Fallout. But yeah, I kind of wanted something that looked a bit sort of different. That's what I was going for. Different and... I don't know. Like, non-linear is the wrong word, but something a bit more architecturally interesting. And I will give a quick warning before I start this video. I may toot my own horn a little bit here, because what I've come up with, I really, really like. Because this is Dalton Farms 16 hours ago, and this is Dalton Farms now. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yes, right. I'll give you a very quick orbit, because, yeah, it's a fucking mess. It's a beautiful mess. Right, some things I want to say. I had to use the console commands to increase the build limit of this area by about 7 or 8 times. So it's currently running at a surprisingly constant 37 frames per second. Let's look away. Then it's lovely, tasty 60. And now it's about 37 frames per second again. The only thing I use the God mode for, which gives you infinite building materials, is the glass stuff. I didn't have enough glass, but pretty much everything else was built outside of that. Actually, I think that's a lie, because I think some of the lighter buildings were built God mode. Oh, bloody hell, it doesn't matter. It's built and it's lovely. Right, this is one of the entrances. Actually, fuck it. We'll do an orbit. Before we go inside, we'll do an orbit. So here we have one of the entrance things. So the pier bit sort of over there, that's where it used to be. And this is the way you'd get into it. And over there is terrifying Far Harbour with all its creatures and nightmares. It's a bit well defended. It's sort of designed as like a final base. Like a place where everybody could just live and it's beautiful and wonderful and it could be expanded upon. Well, if you want to try and rush these set of dudes, then good luck. I didn't build a wall here. I think this natural rock was good enough. Even though the natural rock is completely flush with this, it doesn't bloody matter. None of the entrances are there, and the entrances are also armoured up to the tits. If we go this way, we'll find the big-ass wall of death. Or Jennifer, as I like to call it. This is just a very large, fucking prison-style wall with a door. What's inside the door? It's a little bit of an access way in case you have to drop your keys through these, the gas. It's also so I could light these, underlight these, because I quite like to light stuff. If you watched anything I did on Planet Coaster, you'll understand that. There's a guy here. So if you're not supposed to be in here, he'll fuck up your world. Yay! It's quite bad for rocks and stuff, so try not to bring the caravans. The other side's for caravans, even though it's got the stairs. And inside this thing is nothing, it's hollow, and if you drop your keys in there, you'll lose them forever. Yes, you can, in fact, go around these, and in fact, this bit here is a weakness that I've kind of realised. Heading it this sort of way, you'd only have to deal with a few things that explode over there. Ugh. As you can see here, you can start seeing there's several floors and layers in there, and interesting stuff happening. We've got some death claw cages sitting here. They're still empty and abandoned. They're quite new, just to be on the safe side in case any death claws turn up. At the back here, and this is where you're going to start to see what I've really done with this place. you'll see it sort of expands out of the greenhouse marina kind of thing in a big way. Everything I've added supports to, it doesn't need it, but I've kind of added all these supports to give it that look of, I don't know, realism stuff. And I really like how this has come along. It sort of reminds me of that Voyager Elite Force ship, with all the different ships cobbled together. Is it the McKee? Yeah, very sort of like that. With just 100 bajillion things all bolted together. It's quite hard to do here, because there's a fucking tide. And when you're trying to build fucking supports that you can't build from the base, trying to tie them onto a fucking tide is a fucking nightmare. And there's a bit more of the old greenhouse here. Right, now we're back to the main entrance, which I will go to immediately. Or I will fuck this jump up and do a jump cut. Yeah, fuck that jump up. Jump cut! Edited videos, aren't you wonderful? Right, so... the glory of them. This side, actually, if we hop up here, you'll see that these, all these turrets are actually lit from behind with these spotlights, so you get that, they get a lot of detail picked out of them, and they sort of stand out even against a very complicated sort of background like that. Quite a fan of that. And also there's nice power cables running along here. I had used conduits for a while, I used lots of conduits, but then I realised that actually having these exposed cables tying everything together just looks a lot nicer. I prefer that, you know? I prefer how that looks. There's a blue spinny thing. Here we have a little campsite. If you're actually at... what the fuck is that up there? I have no idea. It's slightly buggy. It's slightly buggy because I put so much in such a small area. If you are allowed into the perimeter... oh, there's a big hole here. The wall... shh, don't tell anyone, but the wall actually doesn't have a back there. I can actually build that bit. It wouldn't let me. If you are allowed into the sort of the perimeter, but not allowed into the building yet, there's a little campsite here for you with a bowl for your little doggy. And a drink of luminous piss. And light bulbs and stuff filled with luminous piss. To give this nice sort of luminous piss feel. I like that. It kind of looks a bit like a alien spacecraft thing. But I dig it. Right, what entrance should we do? Well, there's a sort of an entrance here that's just got a door that's open. So security's a bit lack up there. There's an entrance over there. In fact, we're going to go to that entrance over there. Very fast. Whoosh. I'll put an edit in there. Whoa! Speedy edit, right. Dalton Farms! This is the entranceway. Now, I'm just going to do a walk through to the other side, and then we'll have a look at it in a bit of detail. But I'm really excited to show this off. Like, I put a lot of effort into making this look like no other structure, really. Please, no smoking. Here we go. So, let's have just a bit of a wander through. First off, of course, we have the trade areas and stuff. There's a way there. What leads that to? Ooh, well, that leads to, for instance. And yeah, as you can see from this point, what floor do you want to take? Let's go on the lower floor. Not get too many surprises. It's possibly a bit interesting. Possibly not what you're expecting. Possibly something a little bit strange and different. Ooh. I spent a lot of time making this look strange and different, so fucking appreciate it. Jesus. I want to hear woos. I want to hear fucking woos. Yeah, basically, it is something that I am absolutely in love with. And there's the exit. The other one says exit as well. And out here we have the sligs from Abe's Oddworld. They do look a lot like them, don't they? Or is that just me? I don't know. Anyway, here's another entrance that says Dalton Farms. This is where the frame rate hurts the most. It's still above 30, so you won't see shit. But it is very nice. We have a beta wave emitter there, so everybody's a beta male. Otherwise, fight start or something. As you come in this side, the first thing you have here is a robotics workshop. An armor workbench and a weapons workbench, or the other way around if they're the other way around. I've turned the HUD off so it looks prettier. There's a little lonely guy here. I like that they're sort of just laughing to themselves. It's very pretty. Yeah, so a few workbenchy sort of things over here. Over in this corner we've got a cooking stove, if you want to play Cooking Mama IRL. Here we have the Chems Lab, which is covered in leaves. There's no tree here, but it's absolutely covered in leaves. I assume the leaves are on the floor. And I've not actually noticed that this was covered in leaves. Well, hang on. Can I open this up? I can. If we pick this up, does it move? Oh, the leaves move with it. Ah, okay. Wonderful. And a bit of a plant situation there. Past that chemistry lab, we've got this little area here, which is someone's lobbed a bloody grill into and just thrown some shit in that corner. There's a little bowl for feeding your cats and dogs if they can climb. And there's an elevator which we can call, which is already there, which we... Oh, right. Okay, so those things that are floating above the thing... Yeah, that's the elevator buttons. For some reason that... Hang on a second. Gotta go back to work. Jesus Christ. Okay, elevator replaced. Everything's rewired up. I think everything's rewired up. Yeah. If anyone's lost power, let me know. And yes, the buttons are back. Yeah, for some reason the buttons were just hovering up there for some reason. No idea what that was. Right, so beside this thing, we've got this, which is a storage area. Employees only. There's a cigarette machine there, and a plant behind it. Because of course there is. And this is a... I'm an employee, let me in. This is just an area where I've basically bundled a whole lot of stuff. Whole lot of stuff? Yeah, a whole load of stuff. Just basically a big storage room. I like the window that this got. I like the fact that it's not got a roof. Sometimes I didn't add roofs, sometimes I did, and sometimes I did both. So, good luck, people with OCD. I like this painting that I managed to wedge in there to make it probably look like just someone's shed. Let's go for someone's shed with that. I think I nailed it. Over here, we've got just a little storage area of the thing. We've got two glow-in-the-dark, for some reason, machine imajigs. There's a fish thing, and down there we've got a bit of a water defense. Just that there's some things in the water. And there's more fish stuff. As this is the main fishing area, there's lots of fishing places. A little doghouse here and a little flamey thing there. Right, these here are the first houses. Oh shit, no, there's more stuff. Oh, these have all stopped. Why have you all stopped? God damn it, hang on a second, I want this to be funky. While we're waiting for the funk mechanics to fix those disco balls, let's just have a look at this nice area here. This is, yeah, it's very lovely. Very nice. Lovely stuff going on here. Oh, they've returned it. There we go. Hey, the funk is back. Right. So if you go down here past the houses you definitely can't see into, this is my main fishing area. Feeling I should put some benches down here. Some benches would be good. I'm kind of, because the frame rate's starting to tank, maybe just a little bit. I kind of don't want to build much more on it yet. I mean, I've got plans to upgrade my graphics card soon, so maybe I'll upgrade it a bit more then. But yeah, for now, this is a fishing area. So the houses are furnished, but basic furnishings. There's no like detailing the furnishings. It's just detailing the buildings for now. I do apologise. Should we go into house number 1? All the houses have their own number, so you know where the post goes. There's 10 of them, I believe. Although we have killed 16 postmen with that front entrance there. They should wear a chip or something. So our first little house is going to have like a bit of a rec room down here with a TV. It says please stand by. Does it say down there? Oh yeah, Radiation King. And a pool table with no balls or sticks, and some modern art that represents Paul and his friend, I don't know, James. We have here a sofa, ooh, and a lamp. I quite like this thing here. There's a bed and some plants, whatever. And there's a nice view down there. In fact, actually, if we look up the house, I think that looks quite nice. There's a slightly unusual build of house. That light is completely floating in the middle of nowhere. That's awful. I like this big one here because there's a fucking great hole in the wall here. And you actually get quite a nice view from out there. But this is basically just covering that big hole in the wall. It's like, we need a really big cabinet, so hole in the wall works. Right, if we go out here, we leave the house. That's the whole house, and we've got this little walkway here, which has some lights that are helping to add light down there. They're not. I just like that slightly smoky light that they add to the atmosphere of this little courtyard place. There's some roofs with they got the different tops on. Yeah, they have entirely different tops on, don't they? Oh well, and some modern art. And a little balcony to look over the sea. Inside here we have house number 2, which has a bit of patio furniture. This is like a really weird episode of Through the Keyhole. Remember that? That old, slightly weird panel show. There's a rocket ship thing. I don't click on that anymore. And there's a cat with some beds. Down here we've got... oh, another cat. That cat's really moodily lit. Look at that. God damn, that cat's thinking some serious shit. We've got a little living room here, which I quite like, and some fish. This is obviously where fishermen live, so they're just, these are their prized catches, even though they look absolutely fucking terrified. God, that one's got spike through its lip. Oh, how horrible. There's Mr. Pebbles, the first cat in space poster between 2 shelves. And a lovely Radiation King. There's a little candle here. I don't know why, because there's a fucking great hole there. Maybe that's just to obscure the light. That's what that's for. And more pictures of cats. This fisherman's quite into cats. Maybe they're his friend. Close you up. And that's number 2. That stuff there. Right. That's this courtyard area. We will now budge over to house number 3. Everyone's apparently having a bit of a disco drive to this thing that's off. You guys are shutting me up. You've never been up there before.
Bit boy.
Well, I think you said shut up. Oh, it's some dude talking to me. Right. House number 3. Da-da-da-da. House number 3 is basically for new people. When new people turn up, before we allocate them houses, this is just a little barn where they can just come. They get a little footlocker and they get a picture of a thing with a star on top of it. It's like, yeah, you made it. You're a star. Basically, I tried to put Christmas decorations, and that's the best we bloody had. In fact, this one is actually, if we need to get rid of people, we can just open this front bit. We're like, hey, get out, you bastards! So, when I showed you Dalton Farm before, there was a skeleton sort of lying on the floor. He's there. In fact, both of them are there. This was the barn that was already there. So that was that bit. So this is basically, we came around this corner sort of here, My power armor was sitting up there. So it's basically, this was the little section. So that basically that is the only thing that remains standing from all of that. And I'm quite happy about that. Goodbye. Are you trying to get in there? Or are you just trying to say goodbye to, I don't know, whether that was your nan or something. Oh no, you stepped on it. House number 4 and 5 are next on our list. Hang on a second, the dead are talking to me. Hang on. Wait there, wait there. If I just pick this floor up and then drop it, sometimes it'll settle. There we go. The dead were a bit restless. Dude, I'm trying to do a fucking video here. Alright, where's my big boy? Where's my fucking big boy? Oh, now you've stopped. Now you've stopped. So, before we go to house 4 and 5, which this guy's pointing to, it's like, where's house 4 and 5? That way. We're going to go into here. This place is a little reading room. It's a bit fancy, as you can tell. There's a glass case filled with emotion. And over here, there's a death claw. And it's got a dead thing on the wall, so you know it's absolutely a fancy place. / psychopath's house. Possibly both. Yeah, lots of fancy places. They nicked all the books, which is a shame, but that's alright. But down here we have the sea! So, yeah, it's a nice breezy room for you to get nice and comfortable and just chillax with a book. And also there's loads of guns. So if they start firing, you'll probably be deafened because it's a metal place. But until that point, you can have a lovely reading time. Again, lights strung underneath stairs. My one true love. Up we go to a flat floor. This is the person who clearly lives in flat floor. Do you mind if we go in your house, Ash Ketchum? Nope. Well, tough. Boop. Flat floor. Flat floor. A flat floor. Yes, he has a flat floor. If he had a higgledy-piggledy floor, he'd fall over all the time. This is just a nice, simple office. I quite like these gaps. I wasn't too keen on them before, but these gaps are actually quite cute in the end. And it's sort of, the place is lit by these 4 little spotlights. Okay, one of the spotlights is fucked off into space. But it's got these 3 wonderful spotlights and then one in the middle. So that's a bit nice, and some beds and some drawers that nobody's bothered to push in properly, and yeah, it's quite nice. This guy's got a little balcony. It's the world's smallest balcony, but it was here, so I thought, fuck it, we'll use it. And his little chair there. In fact, if you jump over this chair, you can actually see this thing that I've got here. And I've got this here because it's just pretty. There we go. Over here, ooh, we can see some stuff. This is technically the next floor, but it's number 5. Ooh, a little bit of a heaty, warmy place. Got a few of those there. And a bit of a kick out of the floor, so we get this railing and make it look a bit nicer. What's that down there? I guess we're going to find out. Flat 5 is the biggest house that we have. It's quite easy to spy on, considering there's interesting signs over there. It's got a bed and some stuff. It's quite stair-heavy, this house. If we go downstairs, the way I built this was I built this sort of up a bit, and then I went onto the water. I built a lot on that fucking tidal water, which is a prick. And then I built sort of a lower bits. This is actually a lower hanging bit than most for a while, until I built all the other bits. Yeah, but it's got a nice little bed here, and I can pretend this is glass so they're not fucking freezing to death. Hey look, there's that place we were over there. Remember that place? It's got lights underneath it. All the places have lights and stuff underneath it as well, so if you're over on that island, which you can't actually get to, it will still look pretty. I'm actually making stuff for people who don't exist on islands that you can't get to. Yeah, there's a bed under the foot of the stairs, so you can pretend you're Harry Potter, and if we go up onto the roof, which involves going up here, hazardous waste and stuff. Whoop. That door opens through a ladder. We won't speak about that. There's a little grill and a little place over here. And this is where I keep my power armor and my settlement beacon. So I can turn it on or off depending on if I want more people or not. And everything's held up. Everything is held up properly. That's important. Right, let's now... Oh, there's a lovely sign there. Gasoline, diesel, fusion. Good. Little settlement majig here. Yeah, from here you get sort of... This was one of the first bits that I built, this sort of area here. I think it came out quite nicely. It's sort of what I was going for with all the difference in heights and angles, and it looks cobbled together. I dig that. Over here, through this gap, so this is the entrance. Well, no, it says exit. Oh, we have the rules. I've got to tell you the rules. Yes. No mobiles. No Walkmans. None of that. Or any of the others. 10 points if you remember where that's from. We can also close the doors as well. Actually, I'm going to wire it up so both of the entrances are controlled by the same panel. But for now, you have to actually go there to open and close these. Oh, difficulties. Down here, we've got 2 outhouses. Let's have a quick peek, see if there's nobody in here. So if you need a poop, you can do it in there. Somebody has to clean that. I don't know. Yeah, actually, that'll probably just drop through based on where we are now. And thinking about it, this is a horrible place because this is the water treatment plant. This is a little extension area. This used to just sit out here, but I built round it. Everything got protected by at least glass. So this place is incredibly fucking warm, even though it doesn't actually have a lid or anything, because the water's got to drain down here or something. Blah, 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 blah. So there's those little shooty bang guys. So that bit up there is where everybody was sitting down. There's a street lamp to Narnia here. And there's a little scavenger base here, just to make it look like stuff. Basically, I tried to make everything look like it's got... You know, it's interesting and detailed. This was a really tricky bit to build, just basically to get all the angles and stuff. This thing had to move, and then sort of right faff building that all back together. But you can see all the sort of stacked together buildings from a nicer way under here. Actually, this place has a little secret that I'll show you. Because, you know, if this is... Okay, what I'll do, explain it first. If we've got this sort of floaty platform here, people could swim under and get in. So if they came from there, very easy to get in. However, what I've done is underneath, I've just built lots of that concrete pillar thing, so they can't get in. It's all covered up by these concrete pillars. Whoops, daisies. I'm now wedged under here and I'm going to drown. No, I'm fine. Yeah, so they won't be able to get in because I've thought about that. And I've basically said water can come in, but things cannot. And that was the ground floor. Let's go up one. So if we go up, oh, by the entrance. If we go up here, we've got the clothing, we got the clinic. This is a healing push that you have to stand in to be clinicked. Yeah, maybe I should swap them round. You'd rip all your clothing on the way in. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Well, that's almost flush with that bit at the top there. Oh, that's really nice. Well, I'm chuffed by that. This is sort of a building that extends out. Originally, this was actually a house. A large part of this house. So now it's sort of a bit of a walkway that just comes off at an angle. So if we go down here, oh, this side there's a clock. The thing says Madden's Boxing Gym, West Side. You can only punch people on the right, which is strange. And some more tools and things, a little propeller, easy majig. And if we go over here, past the large coffee and donut, only $30. And the Juke and Jive. This says Dalton 2. Up there. We'll go up there later. This is another nice little balcony that I quite like. Unfortunately, this bit here pokes through there a little bit. Might as well burn the whole place to the fucking ground. This is where you get the very nice God rays. This is the most God ray to ever God ray in this place. But I'm happy about it. And again, you get some nice views of the balcony and the grill up there. You get to see that all this is supported, although that's what kind of goes through it. Because you have to build these from the ground first most of the time. I mean, sometimes they bottom to the side like that, but most of the time they don't. Right, so we're not going to go up there yet, but we are going to go here. This is house number 6. A little place now. It's got a little bit of a cupboard. Kind of a lighthouse thing going on in this place. Yeah, not that this dude still is with lighthouses, but yeah. Also, there's a nice, beautiful set of lights happening from a light that just isn't here anymore. Wonder what that one's coming from, because I can't for the life of me think about where there's a spinning thing. No, probably underneath, actually. Maybe. I don't know. There's a thingy there as well, a little banner, because I tried to put it on this mesh, and it went through immediately. So that was good. And there's that little courtyard again. Oh, look at that, everything's tied together. Oh. Right, let's leave here. We won't go up to Dalton 2 quite yet, because you haven't even seen Dalton 1 yet. Does that need a barrier? Because you can just wander up there and fall off and die. Toddlers might do that, because toddlers are stupid. No, we won't worry about that thing yet. We'll leave that for now. Toddlers will have to die for a while. There's a radio sitting up here. Some of the natural rock formations and stuff. Oh, hang on. Let's bring the elevator up. Marvellous. Over here, there's some Night of the Fisherman's Revenge. And 2 other sort of movie things. Well, that's the Museum of Technology. But kind of, yeah, lovely lit up signs and stuff. Further outhouse. Oh, for fuck! Close the fucking door, Jim! Christ. And here's room number 7. The smallest of the rooms. And it doesn't have a roof either. Just doesn't. I like this little cabinet sitting in this rounded corner. It looks quite nice. And I do like that this place has this little window here that you can peek out of. So if you're absolutely paranoid and want to guard the door, bam. This is the apartment for you. Right, if we leave here. In fact, actually, there's something I wanted to show over here. So this is a combination. This is some of the stuff that I did where I wanted a roof there, but I decided to not build one there, and I strung some lights up. So you have a bit more sort of, I don't know, interesting look. I just think it's pretty. I just think it's pretty. I think the whole thing's pretty. Spent a lot of time making this thing pretty. Down there is number 3. It's very dark down there. Remember, I suppose the sun's coming up, so the lights are turning off. It's also pissing down, so you'll see that for some reason glass doesn't stop rain. No idea. Number 8! Who lives in a house like this? Well, we've got a few plants. It's quite a boring place, this. Just a bit of a desk, some things. And I like the glowing bottles just sitting above their bed. Maybe a baby lives here. Baby who loves America! Coming out from number 8, we have number 9. Now, right, let's just have a quick warning about this guy. The switch is on the outside. Should say a lot, should say a lot. This guy's a little bit different. I think he's in as well. Yeah, there he is. So this guy has quite a lot of briefcases. Now, I don't know if he's murdered people for them. He's right there. Or if he's just collects them. Or if he's maybe a travelling suitcase salesman. And he has a much larger suitcase that all these go in. Oh, he's gone. Okie dokie. Quick, flip the switch. Oh, that'll open it up. Yes, so this guy can, yeah, keep that open. So he can have it, he can be inside or outside. I've actually given him the opportunity. When that one's open, the light turns on. So if he's like, bedtime now, the light turns off. Ah, I mean, not the one above his bed, but he's insane enough as it is, to be perfectly honest. Back down to the exit, just to go up these stairs. I haven't been up these stairs yet, I don't think. So if we go up these stairs, there's number 9. And finally, we have number 10. The Silver Shroud needs you. What's that weird Silver Shroud lady that was sort of going around for a while? What happened to her? Anyway, inside we've got a bathtub and a toolkit thing, and then there's some, yeah, just general nice house stuff. I like this house. This is I like it. It's sort of all a bit ratty and stuff. It's sort of all cobbled together, but this feels like a very nice, homey sort of house. You are next to the toilet, which will smell super bad, but you get a bath. So, I mean, the bath water may have come from the toilet, but yeah, you can sort of spy on people as well as they come in, like, which is nice. Let's close that thing up. It's an incredibly shiny door. That's because it's raining and the water gets bloody everywhere for no reason. This little switch here closes that thing down. Boop, but I'm going to open it up. Maybe I should set that so the exit turns on and off, if that's open or not. Maybe, but yes, that's those 2 floors. Right, if we now go to the elevator, we're going to do a magical thing. Well, we're going to go to the 3rd floor, really. It's not that magic. It's a pretty average thing to do in an elevator. But behold, the 3rd floor! That's a horrible way to stand. Ooh, welcome to the bar at Dalton. I kind of went for as pretentious a name as possible, but bar at Dalton seems to do me fine. First things first, we got a bit of a... Oh, this is that... Remember that door there? From this place? Well, this is where that door leads. Now you know. Here's the quitting time siren. Everyone can now stop working. I'm going to close that door. Feel like closing it. Yes, over here, we've got vegetable production under these nice heat lamps. And rain that comes through here and then siphons through. So, okay, there's no rain. But it's always soggy, so that's nice. And just in case the police are watching, this is definitely vegetables. Definitely. Back to the bar at Dalton's. If we pan ourselves down here, you'll see that this bar... Well, this is actually the roof, so we can actually now see down into all the bits that are sort of cobbled together down here. Which, most of the time... Now, before, this used to just see everything, and now it just sort of sees a lot of buildings and a lot of roofs. A lot of roofs, but I do like the look of it, so I kind of kept it. I like these little seating areas in between things, so you can sort of see down into places like this and have a bit of a natter. Adds a nice sort of layer of depth to everything. Quite like that. So there's a few of these little seating areas, and they're all completely different with completely different furniture, because of course they are. There's that clothing thing. Ooh, fits so nice. This man is my table inspector, doing a good job. This lady here just stares longingly at tables. They are. Okay, I won't. I don't trust her. Down there we have, I don't know, some guff. Stuff and guff. And here we have the bar. Ooh, look how fancy it is. I mean, the barman's stuck in a wall right now. You're not doing a thing. I was going to try and get some clothing to tie everyone up with, but I haven't got around to doing that yet. I totally forgot to do it before I recorded the video. Professionalism, professionalism. Because all the power comes from over there. In fact, if we go back to the elevator, all of the power literally comes from that thing over there. I had to sort of let it go outside in some way, and the way I could do that was to open up a hole here and then put it through there, where the outhouses are, and that water pump thing. But it's got a little bit of a lip there to protect it from the elements, such as rain and magnesium. Right, so yes, this is a nice place to lounge, but of course, you know, with most pretentious bars, another pretentious bar opened up mere moments away. Dalton 2. Ooh, so if we go past these hanging bottles, we are at Dalton 2. What a beautiful bar this is. Look at this thing. Isn't it beautiful? Dalton 2. She's staring at me, it's really creepy. Yes, this was not my idea. This is a wonderful idea to put these 2 little end bits on the bar. That was Rebecca's idea. She's been doing that in her settlements, and I totally stole it and took all the glory. Ha ha ha! And if we go down these stairs here, remember this sign! Dalton 2, go up! Well, we've gone up now. So this person who lives here has to deal with all the clumping of people sitting around having a bit of a drink. But yeah, that then attaches up here. There's a bit of an art up there. It says liquors on the back of the power generator. That's probably safe. We can't pull them off, though, due to magnets and stuff. But yes, and also the most important thing ever.
I'll be damned if I give up on taking back my land.
Is that she will be damned if she's something land. Actually, I'm going to go and sleep until nighttime. And then you'll see the most important thing ever. And it's nighttime. Okie dokie. Most people are in bed, but what I could do... Well, that person's just sitting there by the fire. Shush, shush, shush. I'm going to play with this switch here, because if I pull that switch there, this thing here does its stuff. It's a fireworks launcher, so we have fireworks. Yeah. Ah. Ooh. Yeah, I've got about 6,000 fireworks, so we can just sort of sit over here and watch the fireworks go up. Actually, fuck. Well, that's firing. I wonder how far away I can get while that's still firing. Go, 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 go. I can get a nice shot of the fireworks above my thing. They're still exploding. Keep firing. Keep firing. Keep firing. I'm still firing. Yeah, look at that. Aww. Yes, that is Dalton Farm. It is possibly the favourite thing I've built in a game, like creatively speaking. I've thoroughly enjoyed building it, and I will do a little bit more decoration to it, but yeah. That's a bit nice. Ooh, red ones now. Did you know, by law, red fireworks all have to explode in the same way? Yeah, it's a communist thing, I think. Holy crapola! What's happening over here? Oh, I missed it, goddamn! Oh. Oh god, I think there's some horrible things attacking my place. Yeah, a big attack! We actually watched my defences in action! Oh! Okay, there's a lot of things. Whoa! Yeah, good luck. Good luck getting through all that. Whoa! Up he goes! Yeah, blimey, look at this thing. Crikey. I actually had to turn my HUD back on after hearing that one. If I hadn't, we would have seen those guys get exploded. What even are they? I thought that was going to be Deathclaws because they might have been trying to get into my Deathclaw trap over there. But no, it looks like it's really, 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 really big bear things. Hang on, where's the old spray and pray? Hi! Ooh, cadets at Dalton Farm. Help defend Dalton Farm. Don't mind if I do! Oh my god, there's literally a leg just in space. Wow, these guys are getting blown the fuck up. Oh my god, they're everywhere! Ah! Had a bit of a crouch. Get my dog getting up. Oh my god. Wow! Wow, look at it fly! Oh my god, I take no fucking prisoners with this base! Christ, how's everybody doing? Everybody's targeting some shit. Oh god, what have we got over here then? Oh, there's another one. Dead. What is she targeting? Any you need repair? Oh, whoa, 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 okay. That's so good. There's a flying pile of ash there. Ow. Something shot me. It looked like it was just a friendly thing. I guess I gotta defend this place. Good grief, there's so many of them. Wow, yeah, okay, so it's kind of a safe place. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and watch this from the bar. Oh, here comes a bit more trouble. Are you guys ready? Yeah, they're ready. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wow. Look at that thing fly. Oh, what the hell? How'd that get up there without anything hitting it? Good grief above. This is a proper full-on attack. Clearly, they've all watched this video that I still haven't finished recording and have somehow edited. Maybe it fell back in time. They decided to attack me now. Because it happened in the video. Maybe they're trying to stop Paradox. Are they the good guys? No. Are they all dead yet, though? Oh, that's brown paint. This is my comfort weapon. Just those lovely, lovely explosions. Makes me feel warm inside. Oh! Oh shit, they're this side, this side, this side. Go, 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 go! Oh, they've all fucking stood to attention. They were battling something. Oh, here comes another one. What's that? A skulking fog caller. Ooh! And it didn't make it. There we go. Made it this time. I think we made it a lot of the times, actually. Well, actually, I want to go and... hang on, I'm going to put my gun away. Fuck it. I trust my defences. I want to go stand in this corner and just watch them all go absolutely apeshit from here. Oh, God, they can wing all the way around. Oh, this place is better than I thought. That seems to be possibly a weakness. That side definitely is. We're not attacking from that side yet. And there goes some more flying things. Wow, okay. We are not taking prisoners today. That's a very good thing, because we don't have a cell. Okay, so I've got a new plan. It's called Let's Whack Down Some More of These. Uh-oh. Let's do it quickly, because there's shit coming at me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, die. There we go. Right, so these are my lovely, tasty, defensy friends. Hang on, the right way around. There we go. You wouldn't really fiddle with that, would you? You wouldn't fiddle that much if your life is at stake, but that's just the sort of designer of places that I am. Architect, yeah, that's the word. Like Frank Lloyd Wright or Seth Rollins. There we go. Right, that'll do me. I think that's enough. Oh god, no, there's more of the bastards. Yeah, there they go. Whee! Fire, my pretties! Destroy them all! Woo! I love how much they get thrown. Fuck it, I want to watch one from the wall. Yep, whoa! As I get on the wall, it starts exploding something. There was something over there, but it's on fire now. Oh, there's a wall going over there. There they go! So as soon as one of them sees something... Whoa! That take my frame rate a little. Yeah, so as soon as one sees them, they all see them. That's when shit goes down. Right, so I gotta repair these fog condensers! Okay, you guys deal with that. You guys deal with all that. Oh dear. Deal with it more. Deal with it harder. More of you deal. More of you deal. Come on, come on, come on. Take my frame rate. Kill the bastards. Right, I've got 3 of the older fog condensers repaired. Ooh. 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 You got nice eyes. Ah, there's a 4th. And there's the 5th. The problem is there's no real defense for this one, so, don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out. Just repair it slowly and quietly and in a state of extreme panic. Right, that's all the fog majigs fixed up. We now have to go and talk to... You got a sinking feeling, mate? We're going to go and talk to... Oh, for fuck's sake! I was going to go and talk to this to end the mission, but look, it's one of these bastards who started this craze off. It's not going to catch on, alright? Jesus, fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's caught on! Alright, fuck it, I'm going to burn this place to the ground.
The Nerd3! The Nerd3! The Nerd who? The Nerd3!